once the YouTube output starts outputting. There it is.
Outputting. Oh.
The YouTube is outputting, I think. Yeah, it is. Awesome. Hello, everyone, and welcome to your favorite Tuesday show, Race Over with BlackTie and Spummy. Say hi in an enthusiastic and happy way, Spummy.
Hey.
I knew it.
Hey,
Is that
hey.
No,
Hey.
I had a busy weekend, so I couldn't watch the race live myself. It was.
Did you watched it?
I did watch it. Watch it.
I was like, what?
No, I'm not gonna go into this without knowing the race.
Hey, I didn't know you, man.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, it totally happened. This thing, yeah,
The thing happened. The thing.
I even went earlier in the stream, just went over the highlights as well, just to make sure my notes were right, and then I noticed our predictions, and it kind of blew my mind. Like Cooch was there when I popped them open because I hadn't looked.
I don't remember the predictions. I'm pretty sure I got it. No, I think I only got Piastri winning is correct.
Yeah, so your predictions, because you had three different ones. First, the order was Piastri, Norris, Hamilton.
Yeah.
So you got Piastri right, so that's a point. Yay! And then you had Borman doing sick overtakes. Did that happen for you? Yeah. No. And then Hamilton gets a podium.
Yeah, I regretted that. How did my mouse just die?
I don't know.
Yeah, I regretted that. I was watching it and I was like, well, hey, sometimes you gotta take a chance.
And speaking of taking a chance, you want to hear my predictions and why it blew my mind? I had Norris, which was like, lame. He got out in Q3, so I blamed that. But then I had Verstappen and Leclerc. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. No, hold on. I couldn't hear you. My internet went out. I didn't hear a single thing you said.
Damn it. I had Norris, Verstappen, and Leclerc.
Well.
Yeah.
But you didn't get the winner, so.
Yeah, but then I also had Ferrari Strat go Burr, and then Leclerc's interview after the thing was like, our Strat was awesome.
Yeah.
And then Aston gets points. I don't think I got.
No.
But that's hilarious. I can't believe Ferrari Strat go Burr, but not how I thought.
It was an interesting vibe. It was. For sure.
It was. And like, okay, so I took a couple notes from like, like quali and stuff. I'm skipping practice because I didn't feel like rewatching practice.
Oh, I mean, the only thing that's notable in the practice is the Yuki Tsunoda crash.
Yeah, poor child.
I was like, that I feel like you have to kind of talk about at least a little bit.
All right. It just...
Hey, it happens.
It happens.
That's a tight track. That's fine.
Yeah, and a lot of people during practice were like tapping walls and stuff. Like everybody was tapping walls, everyone was going off. It's just Yuki kind of took it the hardest, which then I think kind of showed in the race a little bit because he was taking it too hard, but and knocked out the French guy.
Gasly.
Gasly, thank you. Oh, oui. Gasly. Oui. And speaking of crashes, I wanted to ask you, what did you think of Lando?
Yeah, he was just I feel so bad for him more so just because like he is very hard on himself, and hearing like his radio message after it happened was just like, give yourself some credit, man. Like it's okay.
Yeah, it's a hard track. Like that's not an easy track in the effing slightest. Like that.
Yeah. Like
we all in like not in a good way, but we all expected a couple cars not to make it.
Yeah. And like I mean, I shouldn't say I don't want any of them to crash out and be sad like that.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I mean,
obviously it's a few of like Stroll can suck it.
Yeah, Stroll.
Lawson, okay, go on the wall.
Whoa.
Just a few more times, and then you'll be like, okay, I think you've done your time.
Go
and
live and kick.
We can go and move on now.
I know you have a personal vendetta against Lawson. That's fine. I get it. It's fine. I don't like Lawson, but I don't hate him as much as every other person I know.
Yeah.
It's like everyone I've talked to about Lawson does not like the guy. Like he's just
I don't.
At this point, my thought is he's average. Like that's what I see is that
Yeah.
Lawson is just straight up average, and that's not a
Yeah.
bad thing. But even with his quality performance and the race performance, it was pretty mid.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, freaking sad that anyway Lando crashed. He felt he was so sad. Like, but
Yeah.
I feel that unfortunately that Lando crash is also what lost him the win. I honestly think so. He could have like because he takes on Max every other race. He could have beat him
Yeah.
without the stupid penalty that happened.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. That penalty was interesting for sure. Like, I kind of get both sides of it. Of
What to
like,
explain it? Explain to me
like,
because I have my thoughts.
I just think it's very like there was nowhere for him to go at
True.
all. You know, like even if he backed out, he wasn't gonna make that corner. Like just because Piastri put his car so far on that side. Not even because like people were saying like there was no way in the world he was gonna make that corner. I think he could have made the corner. But not with the amount of space that he was given.
He was given no space. I think I'm on the side he could have backed out. Like there was a point, like I was looking at it like frame by frame, like right here, he should have braked. Like there was a point on the apex where he could have braked, but then you see when Piastri brakes, Verstappen is still going in hot because he's trying to outbrake, but it's obvious that's not how his car turns. Like he lost control and should have backed out.
I think he necessarily lost control. I really do think he still could have made that corner. I don't think he had the space. I think the penalty was justified. I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying there's a lot more that I think should have gone into it than just straight up
but what I think is like if he backed out and like recovered the car, he could have then came back and overtaken and not had to done that bullshit strategy that really did screw him later because compounded with the penalty, and he could have won. Like I feel like it was just like his ego cost him the race.
I mean, I don't know. I think it would have been difficult, especially because the top three were all just so close together at the beginning. That
Yes.
Like I don't know. I think it was hit or miss whether or not he could have taken Piastri on in that entire thing. Also because Piastri was not slow by any means. You know, like he was showing the pace.
No,
so
Piastri's,
I don't know.
Like something like when Kuj and I were watching the replay, we both like looked at Piastri's racing line, and it reminded us of what Verstappen was doing to Lando last year.
Yeah,
and
it was very aggressive.
It was super aggressive. It's like that's that's borderline Max's same driving style. It's like, do we got like a mirror competitor here who just mirrors your driving style so that way you can't complain to the FIA later?
Yeah, no, and I think they said that during the race of like it was very reminiscent of I think Austin.
Yeah,
when Max
that's what
did
it was.
The exact
Austin.
same thing to it was either Austin or Mexico.
Yeah,
but he did the exact same thing to Lando.
So, which I find funny because Max then can't talk shit because he was mad.
I mean, he's going to like. And the thing is he did calm down. Like it was just he after and like he was fine with Piastri and everything like that. Like
oh for sure, no bad blood, but
yeah, it was more like right after the race, everyone was like, oh, if it was Lando doing this, then everyone would be throwing a fit. And it's like, I mean, any driver would be doing that because he's pissed he lost and he could have won, you know?
Right.
But like, it was not necessarily. I don't know. I think that.
Welcome back, Kuj.
Saying that is stupid.
There was a lot there, and then immediately we got distracted with Yuki and Gasly crashing.
Yeah, like you didn't even have time to
process.
Which again goes to my thing of when Sainz and him crashed. But twice, Kuj. Okay. When the two of them crashed last race, like it showed that Yuki lost control of the back of his car, and now you're seeing it again. You're like, okay, so maybe it wasn't.
I don't think it was
his fault.
No, I don't think that this particular crash was Yuki's fault. I 100% think there was a no fault crash here. It was just a mess.
No, yeah, I agree with that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but like to bring out the it worked in Kerbal Space Program argument, you've done that corner. You know it's a mess.
I mean, yes, I have. But I don't know.
Gross.
I'm also not getting paid millions of dollars to.
That is true. That is true. I just it seems in science ways like that. Like he clipped the tire in such a way that Gasly was just going to fall out of it and Yuki was going to spin. There was no room, and it seemed like when Gasly like gassed, like he didn't know Yuki was so close, and Yuki didn't realize his front tire was right there. Like no one could have gotten out of that. It was just shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to watch it again right now, but it seemed like, yeah, again, there's just no space on that line. Yuki probably should have gone to the left a little bit more.
Yeah, but like that, the amount of downforce arrow they have set up on their track or on their cars here is like no.
If he was if he was knowingly going to try for that overtake, he should have, I guess, accounted for. And honestly, I will say it did kind of look like Sainz brake checked them a little bit.
A little bit, he did.
Like it did show that like he kind of broke super early, which messed up Gasly right behind him, and then Tsunoda came in hot, assuming that they were going to be going faster than they were.
Which I mean,
that's not.
That's just racing.
Yeah, that's just like you have to be prepared to go
to take it. But I think there was a no fault there. But overall, like that first turn was great. I did notice one thing later in the race I want to highlight. Fernando got hit by Bortoleto. Like
yes.
and
very minimally, but yes. Which thank God it was minimally, honestly.
But do you know who Fernando is to Bortoleto?
Yeah, he's the manager, and all the things were like their meeting after the race is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's
like I wish I could have sat in on that just to hear like what the fuck.
Fernando, my child, or Bortoleto, my child, how dare you hit me? It's just like, oh my god.
Yeah, like it that is an interesting thing in itself, but
like, is that a conflict of interest at all? Like,
I don't think so.
Well, like, if anything, shouldn't like Fernando want him in Stroll's seat if that was at all possible, or is he like purposely kicking this kid to kick so that way he can never beat him? It's like his evil way of keeping the kid down.
No, I don't think. I think that was honestly probably the only seat that was left for him.
True.
But no, I don't think there's any ill intention or anything with that.
Yeah.
I think he's just gonna have to work his way up, and kick was kind of the only thing left. Because I mean, Mercedes was taken, Red Bull was taken, and in all of the senses, like there was no room there.
Yeah. And Cadillac doesn't exist yet.
Yeah, Alpine, same thing. Doohan was already there; he was already doing laps with them, so I just don't think there was any more room left, and he just slotted into.
There is room, just Stroll won't go away. I'm sorry.
Well, yes. Well, yes, but that's not an option. You know, everyone knows that's not an option.
I know it's not an option, but that was something that I found interesting. That's like, hey, Bortoleto hit Fernando, and it's just like, huh? That's
all the people that he could have hit.
Yeah, your boss.
You're hitting the guy who helped you throughout your entire career. You know, but yeah, I don't know. That would have been interesting to hear their back and forth.
Their drives to survive behind the scenes is gonna be great, is what I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean, I think like Fernando also realized that it wasn't his fault. Like he knew that Bortoleto just kind of lost it.
It was such a tight race that like I don't think anybody was really like heated, like angry with any incidents, because it was so like they're trying to survive the track.
Yeah, the only thing that I would have gotten upset with as someone who was like in the race was Lando just kept getting overtaken by Hamilton because he just kept missing the DRS.
That was kind of funny.
It was funny, but I just know if I was Lando in that situation, I would have been pissed.
Yeah, that would have been kind of annoying just to see, like, you know, freaking Hamilton constantly pass you over and over like Captain America and Falcon. Yeah. But
well, it's like Lando knew he was so much faster, but it was just like always at the wrong time to get past him. So it's just like, oh god, honey.
But that also shows like old man Hamilton still kind of got it. Like,
oh yeah, no, like he knows his shit. Like, and I don't like the guy, but I'll give him credit where it's due, you know? It
was nice seeing old Hamilton kind of, for once, like, passing and doing shit instead of just sitting for the entire race.
I don't know. I still...
You don't
everyone's
like that
saying that he's past his... I mean, yes. But... everyone's saying that he's past his prime now, which, I mean, is fair, and I think that's true.
If Fernando Alonso's still in the grid, there's no way in hell Hamilton's past his prime.
Okay, Fernando's also past his prime. I'm not saying that.
Fernando's a rookie. What are you talking? Yeah, I know. It's just
Hamilton is just. I think he was blaming Mercedes for so long, and now it's showing that it actually probably wasn't the car.
No, because Kimmy's doing
probably. Yeah, Kimmy and Russell finished above him. So
yeah, and like any problems with Kimmy, you can blame on first year jitters, and Russell is just consistently good. So I think Mercedes is going to come back at some point if they can get their next car right.
Yeah, we'll see how the next car goes. Obviously, they had a lot of problems with this one when it first came out. So
straight up.
I mean,
I want to go over a couple more things here because I also had one last prediction that didn't happen. A red flag, no V carbs crashed.
I was very surprised they didn't throw a red flag, honestly.
Yeah, that was the last thing. But I'm actually gonna tally up some points here, and I need your help. Okay.
Okay.
So for you said Piastri, Norris, Hamilton, Bourdon doing sick overtakes, and Hamilton gets a podium. How many points do you think you should get?
I think you should get 3 points if you get like 3 for first place, 2 for second place.
All right.
1 for third place.
You got 3 points there.
I feel like that makes sense.
And I got 3 points as well. So we are currently tied right now. Billy, I'm gonna keep track of like if we can guess podiums and see at the end of the season who wins.
Good lord.
So, and then the parlay predictions: Bourdon doing sick overtakes. I was just gonna do 5 points apiece, but no. Hamilton gets a podium 0. Fieri, Strat, Go, Burr 5. Austin gets points 0. So parlays are either 5 or 0. Does that sound fine? Spummy, hello? Her internet went down again. Oh no, everybody.
Me?
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, your internet just went down again.
Oh. No, I was talking and I was listening to you.
Oh, I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
No, I said, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I don't know if I would count... this is just more me a thing of, like... I don't think it was necessarily Ferrari's strategy that...
It was the fact that Leclerc... I know, but the fact that he said he loved his strategy. Like, that's what I'm counting for the Ferrari Strat Go Burr. Is that he mentioned the strategy.
I don't know if it necessarily gave him the podium.
No, it didn't. But, like, the fact that he's like... that he mentioned the meme that everyone hates their strats, but it worked out this time. I'm like, all right, Ferrari strat went Burr, but fine. So I'm counting that one. He mentioned it.
I think it's also so much different this time because it's like strategy. I feel like is just not as important because there's only one stop.
Yeah, you know? that's like, true.
But it's taking that out of the equation a lot more than it.
I feel there's still some strat of like who pits win. Like that one pit does matter, and in fact, like the 2 stops still do occasionally happen, especially in the mid to back markers.
Yeah, or just like the top teams are the strategy doesn't matter as much because it's just different.
Yeah, it's a different race. There's like 3 different races going on: the front, the middle, and the back. And the front don't need to do as much because they have all this clean air, whereas the back there's a bunch of shit that happened, and now they got to clean up.
Yeah, it's always tough to start in the back, but I mean, it's possible to get up. I mean, Norris went up 6 places. I think that was kind of the only one who really moved crazily.
Yeah, but then also Norris was like trying his best. Like he was like, I'm gonna get something more, which was really good.
Yeah, no.
He was.
I mean, even he was like, 4th place is good for where we started. Like, I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
and
it was
obviously like whatever we did all of that.
It was impressive.
I mean, hey, yeah, as long as he's happy with it and knows that that's not something that's just like
always gonna happen.
Something. Oh, okay, huh? I mean, I think he could do it. I mean, I
do too.
He's very much on par with Verstappen, and Verstappen is the same way of.
But Piastri did take over the points.
Yeah.
Piastri is in the lead.
Yeah, I mean. I'm sure we're gonna get it flipping a lot this
season. Yeah,
this season because of the top 3 are just very close together.
All right, so let's talk about the next race, which is 2 weeks away. Spummy, that sucks.
Also, one last thing about the race. Can we talk about how Sainz and Albon were working together so well?
Oh yeah, they're good teammates.
Like little cutie pies.
They are the absolute best teammates. I have to say
Cutie pies.
that has to make you as a Signs stan like super happy.
Yeah, I was like, they're working together. They're being a good team.
it is.
Them. They're so cute.
It is nice to see them actually like when a team works. Like it's really interesting, but
Yeah.
they seem more like friends at this point. It's gonna happen though.
They're friends and teammates. Carlos is always very good teammates. I feel like with whoever he goes with.
He wasn't
like
with Verstappen.
him and Norris. Well, he was also very young, and Verstappen was in his angsty boy era at that point.
True.
But like him and Lando were good. Him and Charles were good.
Yeah.
I think it's just a. Yeah, Mad. It was Mad Max at that point.
Guess who just entered the room here?
I'm scared.
My wife.
Oh.
Say hi, Spummy. We're doing the
Hello.
raceover thing right there. She says hi.
Hello.
Hello. We're almost done. Oh, we'll come out after we're
I
done.
see you've kind of made it into a shelf.
Yeah, I made it into.
Oh, you brought back Mr. Moose.
I did bring back
You know,
Mr. Moose.
Devin actually went and got him.
Oh, nice.
He was like, "Oh, that's mine. What's he doing over there?"
He's playing video games.
And he was like, "I gotta get him." And then when he brought him out, he was like, "No, he doesn't stay the night in your room. He goes back to my room."
Well, he's working right now.
And he put him back in it. Like he put him back in his room, and then he came back to bed in here.
What a little weirdo.
I was just like, man.
All right, we're gonna go over next race, which is Miami. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So,
I'd say Lando podium at least.
Oh, you're already getting into this Lando podium. Okay.
I mean, he won last year. Granted, it was kind of a give me win. No, that was a strategy win. But
Okay.
I mean, I think he's been showing pace. This is a track that he has done well on.
Yeah.
So I think he'll get a podium at least for it.
Okay. So in that case, if you think Lando's gonna get number 1, then I'm also gonna choose a McLaren, but I'm gonna say Pastry.
That's fair.
Pastry.
I think
is gonna get
Verstappen.
Well,
He was looking better on the corners. His car was looking better. I'm like, the thing is with him is it's not him, it's how his car is going to behave on the weekend. And that is always a question mark.
And so far I've only seen this year Verstappen is good in high speed like straights. Like he's been getting really good. It's the corners that he's actually been losing. If you've noticed, especially last race, not last race, people pass him there. They're not just like, DRSing him because the car is still fast. It just can't turn worth shit. Same with Yuki.
Yeah, I mean,
like you can't.
Miami is a fairly high
straight
speed.
Cool. It is fairly high speed, but I'm looking at the final chicanes here. A couple of these wider turns and the oversteeriness could potentially like ruin them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, it's all just going to be a matter of
perspective.
How his car behaves. I think last race he was showing a lot less understeer.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he was braking a lot later than everyone else, but he could still get the car in.
So who's your number 2?
I don't know.
Who's your number 2?
Honestly, I don't know why, but I really want to say Leclerc is a number 2, and then Verstappen is a number 3.
Is number 2, and Maxi Pad is number 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I can't just say the same shit every year,
I mean, you can. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna say Leclerc is gonna get 2 as well, but I'm gonna go with Russell for 3. He's gonna want revenge on this track. I don't know what it is. I feel he's gonna do
he's been so like compliant this year.
Yeah.
Of like he's not really causing anything and doing anything, and that I don't know if necessarily.
It's not exciting, but I do think like he's done well in quali. He's done very well in races. Like he hasn't won this year, I don't think, but he's gotten a podium. Has he won?
2 or 3 podiums.
Yeah. So he's good. He's very good.
I don't know. I think the top 4 are starting to ramp up now, especially with Leclerc throwing himself more into the mix.
Yeah, but also there's not much development room on these cars, so it's like that could have just been Leclerc lucking out.
Yeah, I think the Ferrari is fast though. I don't think necessarily it's.
You think it's faster than the Mercedes?
I think Leclerc is faster than the Mercedes.
Okay.
I think that's the difference.
Okay, I see. All right. Then what's 3 random predictions you got for this? Or like 2 or 3
Okay,
random stuff.
Two.
Because I got one in my head that you're gonna hate.
You're gonna say Science is gonna crash out or some shit.
Oh no, not at all.
Let me see here. Let me see. I want to say that Albon probably will outpoint Science, honestly.
Outscore Science. All right. And one more ridiculous thing. Now, it just has to be about the Miami track. It doesn't just even have to be about the race.
Okay, then I'm saying Trump will show up.
Oh, dude, I was gonna say that. Gonna show. You know, I was actually gonna save that. Now I'm thinking, I'm saving that prediction for the Austin Grand Prix.
He didn't go to Austin last year.
No, he did go to Miami. Well, okay, I get it.
Yeah, he went to Miami. He didn't go to Austin.
On paper, that's his home. I get it.
Like, or even like a Las Vegas, I could see him more going towards than Austin. I feel like.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, you know, America. He's all about that red.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but
that hick. I don't know. I hope he doesn't. But you know that if I see that, I'm gonna like call you over Discord like, you bitch.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, you can have that one. I'm gonna say a Doohan crash. If not,
Doohan crash. No, I'm keeping you're gonna have Trump show. I'm keeping that one on you.
I feel in my heart of hearts that he will show up.
Yeah. All right.
And then one of the drivers is gonna die because that's what happens around everything now.
Oh, I hope Doohan crashes but doesn't die. I'm gonna say was it Kendrick plays a song and everyone knows what song and it's not appropriate.
Is Kendrick performing?
I don't know. Is he?
He's just gonna show up and perform.
Who is performing at the Miami GP?
I don't know.
Pitbull, Kyo, DJ Testo, Cascade, Soft.
Yeah.
Oh my god! That's just a few of them. Yeah, there's probably more.
Hey, Pitbull and Kygo is what I'm seeing.
Okay, then I'm gonna slightly change it to not Kendrick plays a song, but the Kendrick song plays. Not Like Us gets played for some reason. Like no reason at all, just for some reason, you know? Like it's so out of date and lame now that it will get played.
I love Pitbull.
Then
I'm jealous.
I'm gonna say Red Bull crash. Doesn't matter what car, but Red Bull's gonna have a crash again.
Okay.
Yeah, so that could be V-Carb or Oracle. I know that's a bit wide, but I'm feeling they're crashing out. Like it's slow but surely.
They're just pushing so hard that
yeah, like all of 4 of those guys are.
Yeah.
And then last one, it's I'm gonna say less races, or no, I'm gonna say about 10 races under yellow lap. I'm gonna say 10 races under yellow lap.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that's what's gonna happen. I'm mad because you know there's no race this weekend.
Yeah, I know. We got spoiled with the triple header.
It is what it is with the triple header, everybody. Like I might call you for a podcast next week, but we don't have to, Spummy.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see. Like we don't have to.
Goes.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we have lives.
Yeah.
However,
I will say that the Checo going to Cadillac is becoming very much more real now.
Spummy, can I have some of that hopium you're huffing?
No, apparently he's been like very heavily linked to it.
Really? Checo?
Yeah.
Okay, breaking Checo news. he's confirmed Cadillac. We'll say it.
Not confirmed. Not confirmed.
Race
I'm
over
saying.
podcast can confirm with all certainty Checo's going to Cadillac in 2026.
I mean, it does make sense for him to go there. They want an experienced driver, but someone who's not gonna cause us being get a lot of sponsorship money in. It does make sense.
Just choose Brad Pitt then. He's obvious and he's done a season in a movie.
Yeah, bring in what's his name? Sonny Hayes.
Sonny Hayes,
like
yeah. What kind of name is that?
It's American. That's what it is.
Sonny Hayes.
Sonny Hayes.
I'm no lie, I'm excited for that movie, but I know it's gonna be lame. Like I'm just in it for the race footage. But
yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. But something.
When's that come out? Is it out yet?
I think it comes out in June.
Oh God. Okay.
One movie. June 27th.
Oh God, are we gonna have to that's gonna be we're gonna spring that on a buy for a Wheel It and Reel It, and that's what we're gonna watch.
Sure.
Sure.
Naturally.
Well, he doesn't even know I like F1, and he hates sports. It'll be great.
I think he does know.
Oh, he does? I've never mentioned it to him. Like actively
You
tried
have,
not to.
yeah, because we talked about it. Because you were like, let me stay at your house.
Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, Spummy, it's been fun. Let me end the YouTube side.
It's been real. It's been fun.
All right, YouTube.